From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 11th, 2022. An IDF soldier was moderately injured this evening in what appears to have been a deliberate car-ramming terror attack in the northern West Bank. The IDF wrote a terrorist rammed his car toward a number of IDF troops and hit a soldier near the community of Chalamish earlier this evening. The soldier has been evacuated by helicopter to a hospital for treatment. The driver was apprehended at the scene. The driver was also said to have been injured and was also taken to the hospital for treatment. Commander of the U.S. Naval Forces Central Command, CENTCOM, and of the U.S. Fifth Fleet, Vice Admiral Brad Cooper is in Israel, his third visit in the last 6 months, meeting with IDF Chief of Staff Aviv Kochavi to discuss, the IDF said, our joint military activities and mutual security achievements. Police in New York have arrested a suspect in the attack on a Jewish man in Brooklyn over his wearing an IDF sweatshirt. As we reported to you, the suspect told Blake Zavadsky to take off the sweatshirt. When he refused, the suspect punched Zavadsky twice in the face. He also called Zavadsky and his friend, who was also threatened, dirty Jews. Well, today the NYPD Hate Crimes Task Force announced the arrest of the 27-year-old Staten Island man wanted for, it wrote, this anti-Jewish assault. The AGJC, the Association of Gulf Jewish Communities, is launching an initiative to restore and preserve the only operational Jewish cemetery in the Gulf region. The cemetery in Manama, Bahrain, is over 100 years old, and it will receive the well-needed help through an initiative of the AGJC, which will kick off on the eve of the Jewish holiday of Tu B'Shvat, Sunday, January the 16th. AGJC Rabbi Dr. Ellie Cohanim said, as we celebrate Tu B'Shvat in the Jewish tradition as the arboreal New Year, we are planting trees in the Jewish cemetery of Bahrain, which is akin to bringing life back to those that have lived in the beautiful community in Bahrain for centuries and made their resting place in Bahrain for eternity. The project will create a fund that will maintain the cemetery in perpetuity. A Chilean diplomat was posthumously honored for his heroic acts during the Holocaust. Samuel Del Campo was stationed in Bucharest, where he saved more than 1,200 Jews by issuing them Chilean and Polish passports to save them from being deported to concentration camps, going against his government's policy. President of the Federation of the Jewish Communities of Romania and a member of Romanian Parliament, Silviu Vexler, told a gathering last month held in Del Campo's honor at the Great Synagogue in Bucharest the story and actions of Samuel Del Campo in Romania as the Republic of Chile's charge d'affaires represent a light of human dignity in a moment of history in which everything was surrounded by darkness. A plaque in Del Campo's honor was also unveiled at the synagogue. Del Campo died in 1960. Yad Vashem, Israel's memorial to the Holocaust, designated him a righteous among the nations, an honor for those who risked their lives to save Jews during the Holocaust in 2017. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, January the 11th. At 7 o'clock, Rabbi Ammiel Hirsch discusses parshat Beshalach and the lesson that we can't prevail over life's challenges alone. Rather, we must do it together. At 7:30, Ellie Cohanim speaks with Eagles Wings founder Robert Stearns about the love of Israel. At 8, Jewish chaplain Rabbi Henry Soussan explains why he volunteered for service after 9/11. That's with Benjamin Anthony of the MirYam Institute. At 9, part 2 of Mark Golub's interview with Aryeh Green. At 10, actress Tova Feldshuh shares her memoir, Lilyville, Mother, Daughter, and Other Roles I've Played. At 10:30, Russell Robinson speaks with historian and author Gil Troy on conversations on Zionism. And coming up next, it's the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 11th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.